Hello fam, welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet. If you are new, welcome to the fam. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're always here having a good time, and come visit me on Instagram and TikTok because I'm always there too. And of course, welcome back to all my oldies but goodies. So you guys, if I look a little funky, it's because my eyeshadow's too light. I'm gonna have to add a powder, but that's beside the point. I have my full face on because we are trying out the new NARS Laguna Bronzing Cream. I believe this is not new. They extended the shade ranges from my understanding, but I've never tried this and I don't think I've seen NARS cream bronzer, but here we are. Before we get started, I do want to show you what I have on my skin. So I started off with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm powder as a primer. I added it all over the skin so we can mattify it a little bit because this is a bit of a mattifying balm. Then I went in with my Kosas foundation because this is a radiant foundation. I felt like it would work very well with this Danessa Myricks. I am in the shade Medium Tan Neutral 280, and I color corrected, of course, with my light yellow corrector from LA Girl. And then I added some Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium to my under eyes. And here we are now, nice and ready to go. A little bit too radiant for my liking. I think we need to let the foundation dry a little bit. You guys saw I just reviewed the Charlotte Tilbury $56 bronzer. So here we have one that's a little bit cheaper, and this is pretty. Look at this. NARS just has the most beautiful, elegant, simple packaging that I love. And ooh, look at this. So pretty. Oh yeah, it has a little scent. Kind of smells like coconut. Yeah, slightly though. And here is the shade. I like when the shades are big, like at the bottom. I'm a little scared. I don't know why, but okay. So before we start, let me give you some info about the bronzer really quick. The new NARS Laguna Bronzing Cream retails for $38. It comes in 5 shades. I am in the shade Laguna number 2. This is a decadently creamy bronzing formula that is inspired by the best-selling shade Laguna. Highlighted ingredients is Manoi de Tahiti oil, lightly scented oil that helps lock in moisture, visibly firm and visibly tone the complexion. This comes in a 0.67 ounce container. It has a natural finish and is long wearing. So now that we know all we need to know, let's go right on in. Let's see. Actually, let me feel it. It feels very creamy. Yeah. Oh wow, look at this pigment. Woof. Okay. It's creamy though, very creamy. Tell it's blendable. I could tell I need to warm it up on my skin because it's that creamy. Warming it up on your hand allows for smooth application. What I'm gonna do is just start stamping it right here. Oh, okay. Okay, smoothness. And I'm just getting this brush from It Cosmetics. I don't know what brush it is. I'll put it on the screen. Oh yeah, look. Very creamy, very gentle. It's so creamy, you have to warm it up on the skin. I didn't warm up the Charlotte Tilbury one on the skin because that formula was a little bit different. You see, just a little bit goes a long way. Oh, wow. Okay. And then back here. And all a bronzer is, if you're not too familiar with what a bronzer does, it just gives the skin a little bit of warmth. Like we've been in the sun a little bit, like we have color. You see just how smooth it looks. It's very subtle. It's not too intense. It's definitely buildable though. And then let's add a little bit here just to shape this a little bit. This could help like conceal like a bit of a double chin. You see how I created a bit of a shadow right here versus here. I do smell the coconutness to this for sure. I like this. I think it looks nice. Definitely very, very creamy, but subtle. You see that? It's like melting also into the skin with the foundation very, very well. Cool. Okay, so let's set to the skin. Let me grab a little bit of this Huda Beauty and banana bread. We're gonna get our puff, a little bit of powder, and I'm gonna start setting the face. I do have oily skin, so I have to set the skin. Oh my god, I forgot to grab a little bit of the bronzer, and let's kind of add a little bit to the nose. Ooh, I got too much. Smaller brushes will always grab more product and like place it precisely wherever you place it, like here. Oh shoot. Get the sponge and just tap it over. I personally like to blend out cream bronzers with a brush. I feel like the application is really smooth from a sponge, you know? I set the skin. I'm gonna set the bronzer with whatever remains of the powder. And let's see how the bronzer will look. The powder sheared it out a little bit, but not too much. You see, you still see it. So I like this. This is very subtle. I'm getting like very ABH vibes, but the shade's better. And this formula is a little bit creamier than the ABH cream bronzer than this ABH. You see the shades? How this one's a little bit more cooler. This is super warm, and this is the only one that would work for me. Now that we're nicely set, let's double set with a bronzer powder. Because I do have oily skin, I like to double set, which means I'll set first with the setting powder very lightly on top, and then lightly brush a little bit of bronzer. It could be any bronzer. So let's stick with matte. This one's a bit of a cool tone. I'm just gonna get a little bit, even it out, tap, tap where we put that cream bronzer. This is so we double set a little bit, not too much, because we still want the cream bronzer to show, and of course we're going to be here all day, so we want to see how it lasts. I'm kind of liking this. You see how just subtle it looks, but the formula is very creamy. Oh, it dried down a little bit. Look. And because we're reviewing a cream bronzer, let's go right on in with some just powder blush. You know I'm obsessed with this blush. I just got it. Not just got it, maybe like a month ago, and I'm like, oh my God, where have I been? It's always nice to see how a blush meshes in with the bronzer, you know? Let's turn down the light so you can see. Oh yeah. Oh wow, this is pretty. It's just like nice. All right, so what time is it? It's early in the AM, you guys. I woke up at 5:30, so it is 6:30. Look at us. We are moving and grooving today. So I'm just gonna finish up the face really quick and then I'll be back. I'm really liking the skin. I think this bronzer is very beautiful, subtle, not too pigmented. A little bit goes a long way, and it has that very nice, creamy, silky texture. You guys know sometimes I get patchy bronzer, but not today, you see? You can also tell when a bronzer is patchy when you set it with a bronzer powder. That powder attaches to the spot, and you can tell because the bronzer is usually a bit darker than your skin tone. Let's see how it's gonna last, because I don't know, we'll see. I know you're gonna ask me which one do I like better, Charlotte Tilbury or NARS. Let's see at the end how it looks, and then I think I can do like a fair comparison, because it does matter how something lasts, especially if you have oily skin, because for the most part makeup looks pretty good at the beginning when it's freshly on the face, you know what I'm saying? But I love NARS. NARS is like such a great brand. Go in front of the window so you guys can see the situation here. I think it's, yeah, we have light out. And yeah, see you later. All right, guys, I am back in some sunlight. Look at this. Look at this bronzer. Oh, it looks so pretty. Oh my God, I love it. By the way, I am doing a 3 looks 1 palette, so that's why I have green eyeshadow on. Okay, bye. Hey fam, I'm back. It is 6 o'clock. We've had the NARS cream bronzer on all day long. I didn't do a midday check-in because I knew I was gonna do a afternoon check-in with the sun still beaming. I want to show you the bronzer right now. I feel like it looks really good. It's lasted a long time, but I just feel like it's not as smooth as the Charlotte Tilbury one. And I say that because I just reviewed this one yesterday. It's already up on the channel, and I know I was gonna get questions comparing both of these. I feel like there isn't much of a comparison. Hold on, lips are dry. I'm over here with dry lips, hold on. I don't think these are very comparable because we have here a cream bronzer Charlotte Tilbury, but it has a bit of a mattifying powder effect. Not literally, but that's kind of how it goes onto the skin. It goes on cream, but it does like this powder situation. The NARS is your traditional cream bronzer, which applied very beautifully, not patchy, very creamy. It has a bit of a dry down, but not completely matte or anything. I feel like the Charlotte Tilbury has a little more of a matte. So that's the main difference. Do I like this? Yes, I do. I would pick this one over the ABH one any day. I love love the shade. I think the shade is very, very nice. And like I told you guys, NARS really does makeup very, very well. And I really enjoyed working with this because a little bit went a long way. It glided on nicely. And as you can see, the skin still kind of mattified in this area. So I can appreciate that because you guys know we have oily skin and we definitely do not look gastadas. And also this is way cheaper than the Charlotte Tilbury. So if you're looking for a new bronzer and you don't want to shell out $56, I feel like this one is a really, really good one for $39. I would say from the high-end bronzers I've used other than the Charlotte Tilbury, this is definitely my favorite. I absolutely love the Huda Beauty and the ABH, but I think this one definitely topped it, mainly because the shade is perfection. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, and it goes on the skin beautifully. Just wanted to give you guys my tidbits on the Charlotte Tilbury versus NARS, especially because they both released, I think, back to back. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. And have you bought this one? Are you planning to buy this one? You guys know we're always chit-chatting in the comments. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for hanging out with me and spending a little bit of your day with me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the button right there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.